The new Oni Hunt event just dropped in Brawl Stars, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you a variety of great comps that absolutely dominate this event. These comps led me to win almost every single game. I will also be showing you all of the boss's attack patterns and how to counter them. And strategies I'm about to show you help me reach Insane X difficulty in only 40 minutes. So make sure you watch this video to the end. To start off, we're going to be playing Colt, Crow, and Hank. This comp is extremely strong against the boss and can absolutely dominate him. So I'll also give you a bit of a rundown of the attacks, but I'll go more in depth throughout the video. So right now, the boss's attacks are just simple charges, nothing too hard to dodge because this is the first stage. And then this is his other attack where he sends out an array of bullets, but it's still pretty easy to dodge and doesn't deal much damage. And the crazy thing about Crow is he can just spam supers, and this is why Crow is the best brawler for this event. He can just have infinite supers and absolutely shred the boss. Alright, so I got my hyper super off here. Hank's gonna go in, start spamming super. Crow's going in as well. And this should be a win, which is great. So that's the first round done. Another comp you can run is Colt, Crow, and 8-Bit. And I'll show you how to play them in this next battle. So the goal is to get 8-Bit's turret down right next to where Crow starts jumping. And when used properly, this can deal tons and tons of damage, shredding the boss really fast. So here, Crow just starts spamming his hyper super. I get mine down and 8-Bit's got his damage turret, so this is just absolutely cooking up the boss. And we're winning, we're gonna win this one really fast, and yeah. Another comp you can run is Poco, Colt, and Crow. The point of this is for Poco to break the small wave enemies and also keep Crow and Colt alive so you can still deal a lot of DPS. And only after a bit of time we're already shredding the boss. And Poco's healing just keeps me and Crow alive, and we can just spam the whole way until the boss is gone, like so. And so we queued up for this comp again to see how reliable it is, and straight away we just lasered the boss and got it again. After this win we finished the quest, but we wanted to see how high we could push in this small amount of time. So we went up again with the same comp, and again we destroyed the boss. This comp is extremely reliable and you should definitely consider using this. We won again with it, and it was just going so well. But we did want to try a few other comps to see what was best. So he switched to Rico and I switched to Poco. I'll show you a bit of my role as Poco here. So as soon as the bots spawn, I try and take them down for them so that they don't get annoying. But also if I see that my teammates are getting low, I have to get ready and now super, which heals both of my teammates and lets them keep fighting. After a bit more, we got the boss low enough, and with my healing, we were able to finish off the boss with Crow's hyper super. Nice, let's go. Also, Crow got 1 million damage, which honestly might be the most damage out of a map maker game. So that was pretty cool. But now I'm going to be showing you all of the Kenji boss's attacks. So his first attack is just a simple dash, and he deals damage to anyone in front of him and breaks walls. This attack is he shoots out an array of missiles, and they're pretty easy to dodge. It's the same thing with this, except they bounce. And yeah, this is just Crow and Poco absolutely destroying. That attack sends out a beam that if it lands on you deals damage, but also spawns small enemy bots. And then he kind of just keeps cycling this until, and it gets harder and harder the higher waves you are, but we were able to win this one again, moving on to the next difficulty. Now, I wanted to see if Hank would work as well and see his super spam ability, and I was right. Hank's super you can just absolutely spam, and the great thing as well, because of its healing, it's really hard for him to die. So I basically just had to get my super, get in, and spam as much as I can. And along with Crow's hyper supering, this was like a really good comp. You can see here, we just spam, and break the bot. It's really good comp. So this one I also really recommend. Now we try Clancy to see if his super was as spammable. And although it wasn't as good as Hank's, he still did have patches where he could spam a lot. Here's when Clancy really started to just chain super with Crow, and this damage, although not as good as Hank's and Crow's, was still really, really good. Along with Poco's healing, kept it off. And yeah, so this comp is not as good as Hank and Crow and Poco, but it's still a really good comp. So if you don't have Hank or Crow, if you don't have Hank's mutation, then I recommend using this comp. But yeah, it still does lots and lots of damage, and we end up getting the boss yet again. This time, Crow did 1.5 million damage, so surely that sets the record for most damage out of Map Maker. So we went back to Hank, Crow and Poco to push a bit more, and it was going good. Just us versus Kenji boss, and honestly, I started to like this game mode. I thought at first I wouldn't play it much, but it was quite fun, honestly. I was also learning the attack patterns a bit better, so I didn't really dodge his charge as much, to be honest. But his attack where he shoots out all the little green missiles, I was starting to get better at. I found out that if you kind of just focus on the missiles and auto aim, it's a lot easier, and you get hit a lot less than normal. Here Crow went down, so I had to really focus my healing on Hank. And that was close, we could have lost, but it's fine, we kept alive. And then we just spammed all the way down until the boss was dead yet again. This was the last game for Insane 9, and after this we were going to take a break. So I just wanted to show you mostly halfway of this match so you can get a better understanding. Here I'm just really just trying to focus healing, not even dodge, just as much heals as I can on Crow and Hank, and they just can continue spamming super. Here just keep supering. And yeah, this comp is, I didn't think that I could find one really fast, but this was like amazing. Crow is easily the best brawler for this as well, so if you do want to grind this mode, although I don't know how much of you would, but if you do, then definitely upgrade Crow. Here Crow went down, but me healing Hank was still fine, and we didn't really have to worry. So yeah, Kenji does get harder and harder. The time limit up in the top right says boss gets enraged in 26 seconds. If it gets to God mode, my brother was telling me because he lost, then he has a spam attack that also heals him, so you do not want to get to God mode or it's almost a guaranteed lose. But here, Hank and Crow should just be able to finish this off, but he dies, so now it's just me. Poco is actually pretty good even on his own. He doesn't have the DPS, but he does have the healing, so he can keep himself alive pretty well even if the team goes down. And he's also really, really good for breaking the small little bots because he two-taps all of them and can shoot through multiple. So now Hank got back. He's going to finish this off. Crow's back as well, but we don't even need it. So that was how we got to Insane 9. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.